Hello, dear viewers. I recently asked you for some questions and you gave them to me, so let's answer them in this question and answer. That's what Q&A stands for. Did you know that? Let me turn on my light. Hold on. Plushgames_glory asks a couple questions. Why did you stop making BFDI fan-made videos? Did you run out of ideas? If so, maybe try Inanimate Insanity. It's partially that I ran out of ideas, and partially that I would get very bored and lose motivation midway through recording one. And the one time that I didn't, it didn't record any of my audio, so I'm kind of done with those now. I might try Inanimate Insanity, but those would do nowhere near as well because people like BFDI more than Inanimate Insanity, right? Also, are you taking in recommendation characters for Object Idiocy? Not anymore, no. That was like a Season 1 thing. And I plan too far ahead, and by the time I get around to making an episode, I forget about the recommendations, and I don't include them by accident, so, no. Isa Maranek9879 asks, when did you join the fandom? 2016. Mar the Game Maker 23 asks, are you inside of my walls? Yes. Thomas84Goo23 asks, what do we think the future is for Channel or More? Great question. I think I understand what you're trying to say. I don't really have a plan for the future. I'm just gonna upload stuff I enjoy when I feel like it. Like, I'm gonna upload whatever I want to upload when I feel like uploading it. If you want more consistent uploads, check out my gaming channel. I'm trying to pass Alvin and the Chipmunks topic over there. And I'm only 147,000 subscribers away, so... yeah. Firestep9153 asks, what was your favorite Big Brother simulation that you did? Whichever one I won... which was one of the Inanimate Insanity ones. The Inanimate Insanity ones were way more fun than the BFDI ones. It was whichever one I won. I'm gonna say it might have been Inanimate Insanity 2. I don't remember, I haven't seen them. They were all very fun, I just ran out of object shows to do them with. And, they got old and people stopped watching them. But, I'm gonna say Inanimate Insanity Season 2. But that could be completely wrong. It was whichever one I won. Wyatt TFP asks, are you secretly a gnome? Yep. Object Show Fan 123 asks, how would you react if David won a season? I would unsubscribe from Jack and Jellyfy. Lipe2763 asks, at the moment, what is your favorite thing to do on free times? Jeez. I don't really do much during my free time. I mostly just watch YouTube, listen to music. But I think the thing I'm enjoying the most is playing a game called Hearts of Iron 4, which is a very fun World War II game. I'm not sponsored. They would never sponsor someone my size. But it is very fun. If you have $80 to spare, Idiotic Decisions asks, what inspired you to get into the community / making videos? Nothing in particular inspired me to start making videos. I like object shows, and I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. That's like what I've wanted to do since I was 8 or 9, maybe even younger. And yeah, I can't see myself in a world where I'm not making YouTube videos of some kind. And then I like object shows. Dasherman UK asks, why do you love Pringles so much? Because they taste freaking good! They taste so good! Oh my god, they are great. They're not my favorite chip, but, they're the most convenient to store. Yeah, I like them. A Green Ducky asks, do you have any types of other thrarms out there? I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna say no. Actual question, how do you feel about being a popular person? I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't, when you're my size at least, it doesn't affect your life that much. You know, you think about what video I can make next, and YouTube is sort of, you think about the comments and the community that you've built, but I'm not walking outside and people are going, oh my god, it's Throne. No, that doesn't happen. How do I feel about it? I like it. I like being popular. It sometimes you feel a bit of pressure to make videos a lot, and that, YouTube very much promotes burnout culture, which I think is awful, and I've certainly experienced it in my time. And when you're not performing as well, or you're not gaining as many subscribers, that can be upsetting. But overall, I'd say it's nice because I don't know. I've always wanted to be popular, and now that I am, I feel like I want to be more popular, and so I'm gonna try to make sure that doesn't overwhelm my life. But as it stands right now, it's pretty good. Large BFDI fan, especially Coiny, asks, what got you into making object show content? That's very similar to to a question a little bit before, but I have a more expanded explanation. I, one time, nearly a year ago now, encountered a tweet that was just a little clip of Cade Mullane's balance beam video, specifically the part where Bubble goes, "You strong, sexy snowboil," and then Snowball goes, "Oh," and he gets kicked off and dies or whatever. And I saw that and I was like, oh my god, that is amazing, I need to make a video about that. And then I did. I posted it, I went about my life, and then it got 27,000 views in a week, and I was like, okay, maybe I can turn this into something. And I certainly have. Blue Coridon asks, here's a list of mine, and there's a bunch of questions, so let's go through all of these. Favorite season? BFDIA. Least favorite season? BFDI. Least favorite episode? I don't have one. I don't have a least favorite episode. I can't think of one off the top of my head. BFDIA 5B, because it's not actually an episode. Favorite episode, BFDI 20. I don't know why, I keep going back to that one. It's very charming. In BFB 15, why was everyone mad at Leafy after she said 15? I don't know. Opinions on PPT2. Don't know what that is. Which is better, Disadventure Camp, Total Drama, or BFDI? Total Drama. Recommended object shows? Object Idiocy! Yeah! Check out Object Overload if you haven't. It's very good. Object Optality. Is that a question or a statement? Or are you recommending that I watch it? Which isn't a question. Object Optality, I'm gonna say yes. How long have you been doing YouTube for? Under the Thrarm name, just over 2 years now, which is terrifying to think about. Yesterday was 2 years of Thrarm. But just in general, YouTube, I've been doing it over 5 years across many different names. Opinions on one from Teapot. Fine. I'm intrigued to see where one goes, what they do with the character. I can't say I'm tremendously attached because they have 5 minutes of screen time. But I am excited to see what happens. It's good to have an antagonist almost. Well, I don't know. I don't know one's intentions, but it feels antagonisty. What if BFB post-split never happened? I don't know. Where did the name Throne come from? This is a question people ask a lot, and I've had 2 different answers over the years, because I don't actually really remember. But it was either I was hitting my keyboard at random, and something similar to Throne came up, and I changed it a little bit. That was the first story, but I think what actually happened was I was using a fake word generator, and I found Thrarm, or something very similar to Thrarm, and then I turned it into Thrarm. When I was 13. Have you seen Jaden Animations? In person, no. Online, yes. Why did you decide to pause the reaction content? Reaction content is not very fulfilling. You get left very bored. I wasn't enjoying making videos, and no one was really watching them. And I didn't want to become the sniper wolf of the OSC, or the XQC, I want to be better than that. So, That's why I stopped reaction content, because it wasn't fulfilling, and I didn't want to become the laughingstock of the internet. Crazy Cupcake OSC asks, best object show character in each show / some shows you watched. BFDI in general, Tennis Ball. I very much like Tennis Ball. Inanimate Insanity, I'm gonna have to go for OJ. I really like OJ, he's super cool. Brawl of the Objects, Pizza. Object Overload, and Object Idiocy, Bazinga! 4 Lucky T says, I'm interested in understanding the consequences of playing Uno with an infinite number of cards. Assuming the stack is sufficiently tall to reach the moon, I would like to know if this scenario would result in the permanent residence on the moon. No, but that game would be very long. Silly Dog Guy MC asks, favorite Benji X Scarlet song? The Battle for Dream Island song. Objectation2763 asks, are you a frog? How dare you? Burrito4294 says, are there any games you want to play on the gaming channel that you haven't yet? I mentioned this earlier, but Hearts of Iron 4, I'm interested in playing. However, I don't know if it would be particularly entertaining because I'm very bad at it, and it's a very slow game. And it'll be a long-ass video, and I'm not going to edit all that. And also, currently, right now, I'm more focusing on my Minecraft stuff. If I don't want to upload a video, and then it goes viral, and then I can't upload the stuff I want to upload, which happened on this channel, so, An Enigma on YouTube asks, what is your favorite Cade Mullane video? The balance beam one, because it's part of the reason I'm where I am now. Cool Guy Man lol asks, do you like Village of Objects? I have not watched Village of Objects. I'm sure it's fine. Silius BFDI asks, are you in the thick of it? Does everybody know? Do you know nothing, just ice, I'm cold, 40-something milli subs on YouTube, or so I'm told. You got the lyrics wrong, by the way. It's 40-something milli subs or so I'm on YouTube, or so I'm told, or something like that. Or something like that, yeah. I am in the thick of it. I'm very much. Blue Heracross asks, is Battle for Omnipotence coming back? Not in the foreseeable future. In fact, Object Idiocy probably isn't coming back in the foreseeable future. I have been less and less enjoying making my own show. It's just been a grind. It's been an unrewarding grind. When you spend 3 weeks making a video, you spend several hours a day animating an episode for it to get 100 views, that kind of hurts. No one is really watching Object Idiocy anymore, let alone Battle for Omnipotence. So I may bring it back in the future, but not for a long time. That guy asks, if you can date one BFDI character for $1,000, which is also 913.96 euros, or 764.95 pounds, depending on where you live, who will it be? First of all, I don't use any of these currencies. That's American dollars. I use New Zealand dollars, which is different, for some reason. But a little over $1,000. Okay, follow-up. Here's a question for you. Am I getting paid $1,000, or am I paying $1,000? Because if I'm paying $1,000, none of them. But if I'm getting paid $1,000, anyone other than David. Happy Magalore 2 asks, what's your favorite video on YouTube, not just in the OSC on YouTube? Let me think about that, actually. The answer is question mark, gives you huggies and lickies because you're a good boy, Rain World ASMR. Ryan Epic 45 asks, if two mind readers are reading each other's mind, whose mind are they reading? Each other's, because reading someone's mind doesn't mean you have that person's mind. It means you're if I read a book, right? If I'm reading this book, my mind is not the book, right? I am not this book. I'm just reading the book. So, let's say this book is my friend's mind and I'm reading it. I still have my own mind, but I also have this book. I should have done that with 2 books, but I don't have 2 books, so, I hope that audio wasn't fucked up because the microphone is a mile away. They're reading each other's minds. Dr. Touchgrass OSC asks, what's your opinion on people who make microwavable food but they leave it in the microwave for too long to the point where it gets cold, then they microwave it again? Enjoy radiation. It makes a big beep. It makes a beep. You should be able to hear that. What do you put food in the microwave and then go do something else? That's like not in the same general vicinity. Do you put food in the microwave and then put it on and not like set a timer, or you go up to your room and play Hoi 4 for 30 hours? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Sit in the living room nearby. Or just like stand in the kitchen or go up to your room with a timer. God, how are you so bad at functioning as a human being? I got a bit. Con Gregnamix Geodash asks, what's the nearest McDonald's to you in what town/city? I'm not gonna give you what town I live in. Are you I'm not gonna dox myself. Indigo Guy 12 asks, how did you get the idea of Object Idiocy Season 1? That's a funny story, actually. I used to be part of a Twitter community called Bonker Twitter, under the pseudonym Idiotic Ian. And me and some of the others, like Happy Henry and people like that, we came up with a funny idea for an object show called Object Idiocy. But that was just the title. In title alone, we came up with a title for an object show. And then eventually I left Bonker Twitter, not because of anything bad that happened, I just got bored. And then I was like, well, I want to make a new object show. I'll take that name from that thing I used to be a part of, Object Idiocy. And then I was just like, okay, what's some funny things I can make as characters? Steamboat Willie recently became in public domain. I'll make one of them Steamboat Willie. And then back then I used to say Bazinga all the time, so I was like, Bazinga can be a character. And then, that's how I just kind of made it. I didn't get the idea from anywhere. It just kind of spawned in my brain from a bunch of different places. Skibby asks, tree. Yeah, I agree. Tree is I agree. Mark the Crab 123 asks, I know you stopped reaction videos since you didn't enjoy making them, but if you were to come back to making reaction channels, would you make a reaction channel called Throm Reacts? No. I have enough channels. I'm not opening that whole can of worms again, because I swear, if I make one more channel, YouTube's gonna be like, you made a channel, terminate, like they did last time. Mills3Y0404 asks, are you going to do a Can I Win BFB or Can I Win Teapot? I assume not, because it's a vastly larger cast and the video would be incredibly long. I may do a Can I Win BFB, but only if it's post-split. But not necessarily. I might do Teapot, because there is few enough characters that I can do Teapot, but that would be like a 2-hour-long video. So, I might not, also. Person_A asks, are you from the screen to the ring to the pen to the king? Yes. Fiery66 asks, who do you think might win BFDIA? Probably either one of 3 people. Here's who I'm thinking. Pencil, Coiny, Tennis Ball. They're both they're all incredibly popular. They all have large fan bases and small hate bases. And they just seem like they'd be good fits, because they all kind of got fucked over in BFDI. I mean, screwed over in BFDI. I'm gonna need to do so much censoring. Bloody Eye 1780 asks, English or Spanish? English. Shork0 OSC asks, are you a Skibby Sigma? Yes. Elite Duck GT asks, Thrarm, how did you live after drinking that ginormous Monster Energy on your TikTok a few months ago? You mean that Monster Energy? You mean that one? Very easily. It was just a bit of caffeine. Beatboxer12 is cool. Asks, do you have W-Riz? No, I have very much L-Riz, unless you're this commenter, apparently. Epic's Defan Emations asks, put me in a video or I will cry. Cry anyway. See if I care. Eadmations asks, Iadmations? Whatever. This guy asks, are you when the it can be the then you are Are you when the it can be then you are what? Damn it! Hold on, I'm gonna get this. Eadmations asks, are you when the it can be then you are the what eating Waffle Town while you are then the what is the dolphin dance with? Yes. And Carol Folk 3335 asks, why do you smell like butter? Because I rubbed butter all over myself. Silly Dog Guy MC asks, and also, what is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th digit of your credit card number? I don't have a credit card. And M. Sugary says, do you have time to check out small YouTubers like us? Yep. I'm not gonna, but I do have time to if I wanted. Thank you for watching this Q&A. If you posted a question under my community post where I asked for questions, and I didn't answer it, it's because you posted it too late and you're a scumbag.